We've been through the fundraising process now. We've looked at how to go out and actually get the money that we need, one of our most precious resources, to move on to hiring, to bringing in people with the expertise to help us get this business to the next stage. And that's where we go now, the hiring tactic. Tactic 15, we made it all the way to the end. The first question I'll pose to you is, who do you need to hire? Who do you need to hire? One of the best ways to determine who you need to hire is to go back to tactic number 1, goals. As you continue to revise your goals throughout the development of your venture, you're going to find that the goals change, and perhaps you don't always have the expertise that you need on your team to continue this process moving. Looking for gaps in the goals and what you need to do next to advance the business can tell you which roles you need to hire for. What do you need to hire them to do? Well, once we know the role we want, the next step is to write the job description. Writing the job description is not just a formality. We want to do this so that we can socialize what we're looking for. This is really, really helpful if we're socializing with people who could introduce us to the right candidates for our team. We know that the most important part of any new entrepreneurial venture is the team. So we have to take each additional person into the team with the highest of regard. We want to socialize it. We want to share it with potential candidates to set their expectations and to make sure that us as a founding team and the candidates we are interviewing are in fact aligned. This is also your introduction for potential candidates to the company. You want to sell the vision. You want to share everything, not just about the role that they'll be doing, but the impact that they will have as a result of investing their time in your business. You want to show them the traction you have already, why they should, amongst every opportunity they have in front of them, to choose to join your new business. In addition to sharing more about the company, you need to include the responsibilities for the role, the qualifications or experience that you're looking for, and additionally, the location, if that's relevant. Once we have that job description, it's time to begin sourcing candidates. Who are going to be the right people to bring in? And like I mentioned earlier, some of the best candidates might come from referrals. You should seek from your network to get referrals for this role. That might be through your co-founding team, through former colleagues, through friends, or through advisors and mentors who you've worked with over the course of time. Given that we've already gone through the fundraising tactic, perhaps you've raised money from a venture capital firm. They can also be a great source of referrals to help you bring the right candidates to the table. However, the team is the most important, so we need to do more than just wait for referrals to start coming in. We can both be proactive in this process and reactive from those referrals. Looking first at reactive, we should go find some of the places where our potential candidates might be looking for new roles. So you can go out and post online on a variety of different job boards and leveraging different recruiting tools to try to find those individuals. You'll get a whole list of different people who you can review, filter down, and figure out who you actually want to interview. That's a little bit more reactive, waiting for people to come to you. On the proactive side, we don't just want to wait. We need to also go and research who might be the best fit for our company. And that involves going and looking at people who might have industry expertise or functional expertise, who we have a mutual connection with, perhaps building a LinkedIn list of all the people who might be a fit. Once we go through that interview process, make sure that you're putting them through a rigorous process, identifying the different things that you want to best understand about who they are, how they operate, and what they're going to bring to the table, making sure that you're not the only person conducting interviews, but that you in fact have multiple different perspectives on each candidate who you bring through your search process. And then lastly, making sure that you've had the conversations with the individual, you've had the interviews, but you also know that you're aligned in terms of compensation. Go out and check the market. There's tons of resources online that can help you to understand what reasonable compensation would be. And know that cash and equity are both considerations here, right? Ideally, when you went through the legal tactic, you not only split up equity amongst your co-founders, but you also set aside an option pool for new people that you would bring into the team. When you present an offer to a candidate who you've interviewed and who you think would be a great fit, you might choose to provide multiple different options based on their risk tolerance. A certain amount of cash, maybe more cash and less equity, a medium amount of both, or the alternative, the flip side, offering them less cash and significant equity stake in the business. Once you've got these compensation considerations figured out, you've aligned on an offer for this candidate, you then next want to bring them on board, hire slow, and once they're on board, make sure that you're providing them the onboarding that will help to set them up for success. Know that each individual you bring onto the team beyond your co-founders is somebody who's going to carry the culture forward. Each individual that you bring on in the early stages has a significant impact on the culture of the company. So it's not to be taken lightly. As you continue to bring more people on board, you need to go back to tactic one, your goals, and reevaluate, because now you have not only not more money, but you also have more time, more individuals investing in pushing this business forward. So those goals should become more and more ambitious. Now that we have a team, we're ready to take what we've developed, all of the traction we have thus far, the foundation. We're ready to take the market testing and the customers we have waiting for our product. We're ready to take the product development that we've done and all that we've done in resource acquisition to go put these resources to really good work. We can't just go and start spending this money. We need to make sure that we're doing so in a really sustainable fashion to continue to build this business and scale it and expand it to our follow-on markets that we have. At that point, ideally, we are making a significant impact in the world around us.